Have you ever felt like the only thing standing between you and your dreams is the belief that you're not ready yet? That little voice of doubt whispers, "You're not good enough," or "It's not the right time." But what if the key to breaking through isn't waiting for the perfect moment, but deciding, right here and now, to act as if you're already the best? The Stoics understood this power. Epictetus taught that while we can't control external events, we can control how we respond to them. And the most powerful response we can choose is to rise with confidence, even when the path ahead feels uncertain. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily to focus on what he could control and to act with purpose, regardless of the circumstances. Today, we'll dive into a mindset that can transform how you approach your goals, challenges, and life itself, acting as if you already have what it takes. This isn't about arrogance or pretending to be someone you're not. It's about stepping into your full potential and embracing the power you already hold. If you're ready to shift your perspective and unlock a whole new level of self-belief, stay with me. And before we begin, consider liking this video and subscribing. It's free and helps support our journey of exploring timeless wisdom together. Now, let's dive in and discover how to act as if you're the best, and why that might just be the breakthrough you've been waiting for. The power of deciding to be the best. The moment you choose to embrace your full potential, everything begins to shift. It's not about waiting for the stars to align or for circumstances to improve.
Decision. This decision is to show up every day as the best version of yourself, regardless of the challenges or uncertainties ahead. This concept aligns. The Stoics taught that true power lies not in what happens to us, but in how we respond. Epictetus reminded us that events themselves are neutral. It's our reaction to them. Deciding to be the best isn't about chasing perfection or comparing yourself to others. It's about setting a rooted in growth and grounded in the pursuit of virtue. Marcus Aurelius, a philosopher emperor, revered for his wisdom, embodied this mindset. Despite his immense power, he focused not on glory, but on living with integrity and purpose. Each day, he reminded himself that striving for excellence was not about mission, but about fulfilling his own potential. To him, every moment was an opportunity to act with virtue, to rise above distractions, and to pursue what truly mattered. When you make the decision to be the best, failure or hardship, the Stoics understood that life is inherently unpredictable and full of obstacles. They believe that these very obstacles are what shape us. By choosing to face challenges with courage, you transform difficulties into opportunities. And resilience, this decision.
Standards, align your actions with your goals, and step into each day with confidence. Deciding to be the best, using simplicity. It's a moment of clarity, a mind. How you approach your life. From this decision, everything begins to align. You move with intention, act with purpose, and start to see the potential you've always carried within.
Why acting like you're the best matters. When I say act as if you're the best, I'm not suggesting arrogance or a sense of superiority over others. Far from it. Acting like you're the best is about holding yourself to a higher standard, not for external validation, but for the sake of your own growth and integrity. It's a mindset rooted in discipline, humility, and the pursuit of excellence. Picture a world-class athlete or a master craftsman. Their confidence isn't loud or boastful. It's steady, grounded, and earned through dedication to their craft. This is the essence of what it means to act like the best. It's about showing up with focus, pushing yourself to improve, and embodying the virtues that lead to mastery. Marcus Aurelius, one of the great Stoics, exemplified this approach. Despite being an emperor, he didn't consider himself above others. He saw himself as a student of life, committed to acting with virtue and improving daily. For Marcus, striving to be the best didn't mean seeking perfection or recognition. It meant living in alignment with his principles and embracing every moment as an opportunity for growth. This mindset isn't about pretending to be flawless or never making mistakes. It's about showing up with the quiet confidence that you're capable of meeting life's challenges. When you adopt this belief, it shapes how you act. You carry yourself differently, with purpose and resilience. Others may notice, but the real transformation happens within, as you align your actions with your highest potential. The Stoics teach us that true confidence isn't about external achievements or comparisons. It's about knowing that you are doing your best with what's in your control. Arrogance seeks to place you above others. Acting like you're the best lifts you to your own highest standard. It's not about being better than anyone else. It's about being better than you were yesterday. In this process, humility remains key. The goal isn't to achieve perfection, but to continuously progress. Every action, every effort becomes a step toward a more disciplined and virtuous life. Like the Stoics, we should strive for excellence with the understanding that learning and growth are lifelong pursuits. What if I'm not the best? It's natural to think, I'm not the best. I'm nowhere close. How can I act as if I am? That feeling of doubt is something we all face at some point. But here's the truth. You don't need to be at the top to start acting like the best. This mindset isn't about pretending or deluding yourself. It's about a shift in perspective that allows you to unlock the potential already within you. Stoicism teaches us that while we can't control where we currently stand, we can control our mindset and how we respond to challenges. Even if you're not the best today, you can choose to embody the traits of someone who is: confidence, discipline, and purpose. These qualities are not reserved for those already at the top. They're cultivated by those who are willing to show up and strive for more. When you act as if you're the best, something remarkable begins to happen. You start to believe it. And when that belief takes hold, it shapes your actions. This isn't wishful thinking or empty bravado. It's a psychological shift that aligns your behavior with the person you aspire to be. The Stoics understood this well. Our thoughts influence our actions, and when we act with purpose and confidence, we grow into that version of ourselves. Consider a practical example. Imagine you're walking into a job interview. If you carry the mindset of self-doubt, thinking you're not qualified or good enough, it will likely show in your demeanor, your words, and even your body language. But if you approach it with the belief that you are the best candidate for the role, everything changes. You speak with clarity, present your skills with assurance, and project confidence. Even if you don't land the job, that shift in mindset leaves you stronger. You've practiced resilience and self-belief, qualities that will serve you in every future opportunity. This is the Stoic approach, to focus on what you can control, your effort, your preparation, and your attitude, rather than being consumed by outcomes outside your control. When you tell yourself, "I'm not the best," The Stoics would remind you that this isn't about where you rank compared to others. It's about acting as if you are capable of reaching your highest potential. By doing so, you elevate yourself, align your actions with your aspirations, and continually improve. The goal isn't perfection, but progress, step by step, in the pursuit of excellence. Continuous growth, the Stoic path to mastery. The Stoics emphasize the necessity of continuous growth, a principle that lies at the heart of this mindset. Acting as if you're the best doesn't mean believing you've reached perfection or that there's nothing left to achieve. In truth, it's quite the opposite. It's about embracing a commitment to constant learning, discipline, and refinement, a lifelong journey of becoming. Seneca captured this perfectly when he said, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." This idea reminds us that no matter how skilled, accomplished, or wise we may become, there is always room for growth. The individuals who excel in any field, be it athletics, business, or philosophy, share one common trait. They remain perpetual students of life, continually striving to improve. When you act as if you're the best, you're not claiming to have arrived at the pinnacle of mastery. Instead, you're declaring your dedication to the process of getting there. This mindset requires humility, not arrogance. The Stoics cherished humility deeply, and Marcus Aurelius exemplified this value. Despite being one of the most powerful leaders of his time, he constantly reminded himself to stay grounded, to act with virtue, and to keep improving. He saw his role not as a final achievement, but as an ongoing responsibility to strive for personal excellence. This mindset extends to every area of life. In your relationships, for instance, it means asking, what would the best version of me do? How would you behave as the best partner, friend, or parent? Acting as if you're the best in this context isn't about perfection. It's about showing up every day with the intention to be better than you were yesterday, to listen more, to act with kindness, and to build stronger connections. In terms of health, it means treating your body as if you are capable of achieving peak fitness and well-being. What choices would you make if you truly believed in your potential for optimal health? You might prioritize nourishing foods, regular exercise, and habits that promote long-term vitality. The Stoic path is one of self-discipline and intentionality, focusing on actions that align with your highest values. It's not about immediate rewards, but about making choices today that lay the foundation for a stronger, wiser, and more virtuous self tomorrow. By raising your standards and embracing the mindset of continuous growth, you commit to a life of mastery in every sense. A practice makes reality. When you hear the phrase, "act as if you're the best," it might feel like you're pretending at first. And in some ways, that's true. But here's a deeper truth. What you practice consistently becomes your reality. The Stoics understood this principle well. Seneca famously wrote, "We become what we repeatedly do." Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. This means that whether it's confidence, discipline, or resilience, the more you practice a quality, the more it becomes an integral part of who you are. At first, acting as if you're the best may feel awkward or unnatural. You might even question yourself, who am I to carry myself this way? But human nature is remarkably adaptable, and the Stoics taught that we are shaped by both our thoughts and our actions. When you consistently act with confidence over time, you begin to feel more confident. When you repeatedly make disciplined choices, you gradually become a more disciplined person. It's not about faking it indefinitely. It's about practicing the qualities you want to embody until they become second nature. Think of it like building physical strength. The first time you lift weights, it's uncomfortable, maybe even discouraging, but with repetition, your muscles grow stronger. The same is true for the habits and mindsets you practice. Each time you act as if you're the best, you reinforce that belief within yourself. Over time, what once felt like an act becomes an authentic part of who you are. Epictetus, one of the great Stoic teachers, often reminded his students that we have control over how we respond to the world. He emphasized the importance of practicing virtuous actions to align ourselves with the kind of person we aspire to be. Take, for example, the goal of becoming more confident in social situations. At first, standing tall, speaking clearly, and engaging with others might feel forced. But the more you practice, the more natural it becomes. Eventually, you'll find yourself feeling genuinely at ease in those settings. The same principle applies to other areas of life. If you consistently make healthy choices over time, you become someone who naturally lives a healthier lifestyle. If you practice managing your finances wisely, you evolve into someone who is financially secure and responsible. The Stoics taught that we don't need to wait passively for change to happen. We can actively create it through our daily actions. The key is consistency. Change isn't about a single grand gesture, but about showing up every day, practicing the qualities that align with your highest potential. With time, what begins as practice becomes your reality. You transform into the best version of yourself, not by waiting for the right circumstances, but by repeatedly acting in alignment with who you want to become. As the Stoics emphasized, your actions shape your character, and your character defines your life. What you do consistently is what you become. Facing weakness. Embracing your shortcomings. When we talk about acting as if you're the best, it's easy to assume this means ignoring your flaws or pretending they don't exist. But in truth, it's the exact opposite. Acting like you're the best requires the courage to face your weaknesses directly and see them as opportunities for growth rather than limitations. The Stoics excelled in this mindset. They taught that self-awareness and honest reflection are essential for personal improvement. Marcus Aurelius reminded us, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Part of that power lies in recognizing where we fall short, not to feel defeated or ashamed, but to learn and become better. The most accomplished individuals in any field don't believe they're flawless. Instead, they have a clear understanding of their shortcomings. What sets them apart is how they respond. They don't let their weaknesses define them. They use them as motivation to refine their skills, deepen their discipline, and rise to greater heights. The Stoics taught us to embrace challenges and discomfort as an inevitable part of life's journey. Epictetus emphasized that the road to mastery is paved with obstacles that test our resilience. By seeing our weaknesses clearly, we can engage with them intentionally, transforming them from obstacles into stepping stones. Consider this. Ignoring your weaknesses doesn't make them disappear. On the contrary, they often grow into larger barriers over time. Acknowledging them, however, opens the door to improvement. For the Stoics, weakness wasn't a source of shame, but an invitation to practice arete, the pursuit of excellence. Facing your weaknesses is a powerful act of self-discipline, one that allows you to grow stronger, more capable, and more aligned with your highest potential. This process also requires humility. Acting like you're the best doesn't mean pretending you have no flaws. It means embracing a mindset of continuous improvement. You can carry confidence in your strengths while fully acknowledging the areas where you need to improve. Seneca, in particular, often reflected on the importance of learning from every experience, including failures. He believed setbacks are some of life's greatest teachers, revealing where we need to grow and pushing us to develop the skills or resilience we might lack. The key is to view weaknesses not as burdens, but as opportunities. By approaching them with honesty and a willingness to improve, you take ownership of your growth. True strength lies in confronting what holds you back and committing to overcoming it. The Stoic approach encourages us to see challenges, whether external or within ourselves, as fuel for transformation. Acting as if you're the best doesn't mean denying imperfection. It means demonstrating the strength to face your flaws, learn from them, and grow closer to the person you aspire to be. The Stoics understood this deeply. Progress comes from engaging with life's imperfections and striving for excellence through them. Elevating those around you. When you act as if you're the best, it's not solely about personal growth, it's about lifting others along with you. The Stoics embraced the concept of sympathia, the belief that we are all interconnected and that our actions ripple outward, impacting the whole. By striving for excellence, you naturally inspire those around you to do the same. Your confidence, discipline, and commitment to improvement become a quiet but powerful influence on the people in your life, whether they're family members, friends, or colleagues. Consider how it feels to be around someone who moves with purpose and clarity. Their energy is contagious. They don't need to preach or demand. Their actions speak louder than words, showing others what is possible through focus and determination. When you carry yourself with the mindset of someone striving for their highest potential, you become a source of encouragement for those who might be battling self-doubt or uncertainty. You show them that challenges can be overcome, not by luck or shortcuts, but by adopting the right mindset and staying true to your values. The Stoics saw competition not as a means to dominate others, but as a way to encourage collective growth. They believed in helping others pursue virtue and wisdom. By raising your own standards, you create an environment where those around you feel empowered to rise as well. Acting as if you're the best means embodying qualities that others respect and want to emulate. It's about leading by example, showing that excellence is attainable while remaining humble and grounded. In doing so, you not only improve your own life, but also foster the growth and success of those in your circle, creating a ripple effect of positive change, just as the Stoics envisioned. Stoic way to handle failure. Failure is a universal experience, one that the Stoics understood as a natural part of life. They didn't see failure as something to fear, but as an essential step in the process of growth. Marcus Aurelius captured this perspective beautifully when he wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." In other words, failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of the path that leads to it. When you act as if you're the best, it doesn't mean believing you're immune to failure. Instead, it means approaching failure with resilience, understanding that every setback carries the seeds of a lesson. The Stoics emphasized focusing on what is within your control. While you cannot dictate the outcome of every situation, you can control how you respond when things don't go as planned. Rather than viewing failure as a defeat, see it as feedback, a guide to what didn't work, and a blueprint for how to improve. Epictetus taught that failure, when approached correctly, strengthens character. It's not a reason to stop trying, but an opportunity to press forward with greater knowledge and clarity. Adopting a Stoic mindset toward failure transforms it into a chance to practice perseverance and adaptability. The most accomplished individuals, whether in business, sports, or philosophy, are not those who never fail. They are the ones who rise stronger after each fall. As the Stoics taught, true strength lies in our ability to recover and grow after setbacks. Failure is never the end of the story. It's a pivotal chapter in your journey toward greatness. Acting as if you're the best isn't a one-time declaration. It's a daily practice. The Stoics believed in consistent, deliberate action. Marcus Aurelius urged himself to approach every day with intention, writing in his Meditations. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. This practice of showing up each day with purpose is how you progress toward becoming your best self. The beauty of this approach is that it doesn't require waiting for the perfect moment. The Stoics understood that waiting often leads to inaction. Instead, they taught us to start where we are, with what we have. Perfection isn't the goal. Consistency is. Each day that you act as if you're the best, you're reinforcing habits and qualities that will eventually define you. Over time, what begins as a conscious effort becomes a natural part of your character. This mindset isn't about arrogance or pretending to be flawless. It's about aligning your actions with your highest potential and striving for excellence in everything you do, whether that's in your work, your relationships, or your personal growth. Through consistent effort, you move closer to the person you're capable of becoming. Acting as if you're the best allows you to elevate your standards and live with intention. The Stoics taught us that while we can't control everything in life, we can always control our actions, and through those actions, we shape our destiny. Make this mindset a daily practice. Begin each morning by asking yourself, how would the best version of me approach this day? With that guiding you, you'll steadily move closer to the life you're meant to live, one deliberate step at a time. Thank you for being a part of Stoic Lens. If this message resonates with you, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and join us on this journey of growth and resilience. Stay strong, stay grounded, and I'll see you next time.